What's up, guys? This is Crypto with James talking to you today about Near Protocol. Near Protocol is one of the strongest projects in the space without shadow of a doubt. It's one of the biggest held by venture capitals in the space too. I expect this has got a lot of room to go when you bear in mind it's already got a massive market cap. So I want to cover everything about Near. But before I do, if you're new to the channel, these are the first 26 coins I spoke about on the channel. They're the first 26 coins I held when I made this channel. Had you invested just $100 into each of these coins when I released videos about them, and you'd done everything wrong, you'd never bought, you never sold them, you'd literally just bought them and ignored them, you would still be in profit for 8.8k, doing everything wrong. But if you'd done the right thing, if you'd sold these coins last year when the markets absolutely flew up, you could have made 123 grand. That's the difference between doing the right thing and the wrong thing. Staggeringly high difference. Obviously, I sold these off last year. These are not the coins I own anymore. If you want to see my portfolio, go read copymycrypto.com. It's where I share my entire portfolio. It's where I share every coin I buy, every coin I sell. We have thousands of members. A lot of them have never invested in anything before. We have beginners tutorials for how to get into crypto, how to start. So there's no barrier to entry. These same videos I send to my friends and family so I don't have to sit with them for hours and teach them. And guys, look, I deep dive into these markets on a daily basis. And I get into the coins I get into because I've done my research and I look at the fundamentals. You can copy along. You don't have to do all your research yourself because you can literally see what I'm getting into and copy. And Phantom, you can see, is top of the list. I've made one Udemy course in my entire life, and it was about the best investment for 2020, which was Phantom. Got that right. I said 100x. Actually did a lot more, did 677x. So if you'd have put in 2 grand, you'd have been a millionaire. I will find the next Phantom. When I do, I'm going to go onto the site. I'm going to tell the members about it. So if you want to learn about that and get in early on one of the next big coins, go read the site now. Link is in the description. Right, Near Protocol, currently market cap of 2.4 billion. Price is about $3 or just shy. I think this can still hit $30. Hit highs of $20 last year. I think $30 is very achievable. That would still only put it at a market cap of 24 billion. When you bear in mind, Near Protocol is backed by some of the biggest VCs in the space. We'll ignore Three Arrows for obvious reasons. But Coinbase, Arrington, CoinFund, Electric Capital, Fabric Ventures, Kinetic. This is a good, strong list. Good, strong list. And you can check out the Near Protocol ecosystem as well that is beginning to grow. It's not as far along as one would like, but bear in mind it has only been up and running for, a little bit of time. But that is actually, compared to a lot out there, pretty good. Not too bad. Overall ecosystem's net worth or market cap is 8.5 billion. Now obviously Chainlink integrated as the Oracle. But there's some quality projects integrated within Near. So, Near. Now, their whole premise, their whole push is usability first to change the world of Web3. That's it. Real push on making sure that it is easy for anyone to use with low cost and high speed. And they have massively high speed. They've used Nightshade sharding, which has enabled them to get through a lot of transactions per second. Time to finality is only like 2.5 seconds. Obviously, they've got a climate neutral push. I think that's going to be key for a lot of cryptos moving forward because fundamentally governments are going to want to start utilizing blockchains. They're going to want to have the right optics around the blockchain that they use. Most governments are going to want to use one that doesn't add any carbon emissions. So something like that is going to be really useful. They've also got the Meta Build Hackathon coming, $1 million in prizes. NEAR is looking very damn strong. Very damn strong. It's one of the most held cryptos out of all the ones in the space by VCs. I think only Polkadot beats it. It was designed as a community-run cloud computing platform to eliminate the limitations that have been effectively slowing down a lot of blockchains. Now, what I am interested to see is, can NEAR fully achieve the 100,000 transactions per second? We've not actually seen. I think we've seen tests of it, but we've not seen functionality of it. So it's important that they can get that throughput because they have another push coming as well. They are trying to ramp up Asia expansion with a bid to boost gaming. So they're opening a regional hub in South Korea. They want the hub to team up with local blockchain companies to boost their gaming ecosystem. They want a good push on gaming. And it makes sense. If they can put through 300,000 transactions per second, make no mistake about it, perfect for gaming. The amount of transactions required in a normal game, you need a blockchain that isn't going to drop off. It isn't going to do a Solana. You need one that has huge throughput. And fundamentally, your Ethereum is not fast enough. So you do need to see blockchains that have enormous speed, low transaction costs as well, particularly for games. Again, when there's so many transactions in a normal game or in a crypto game, you need those transactions to not cost a ton. Otherwise, you're not going to get retail, or you're not going to get gamers to come and play them. It's that simple. So I can see why they're really having a push on this. They've also got a funding set up. Now, again, I've spoken about this a ton of times on multiple different cryptos. Funding is vital. Funding is absolutely vital. You need to incentivize people to come and build. Giving them grants so that they can push is key. Look, they are widening their regional hubs more and more and more and more and more. I'm expecting that we're going to see enormous growth in NEAR protocol over the coming couple of years. And that's key. Building while it's a bear cycle is the only thing that's important. Yeah. And just as a quick reminder, they raised 150 million like last year. 3 Arrows was one of them that did contribute, but Mechanism Capital, Dragonfly Capital, A16Z, which I think is basically Andreas and Horowitz, right? Jump, Alameda, people are getting in on this. They've also got a fund. Their funds, the bankrolls, incentivizing people to come to them is like $350 million. 250 million will be used to help existing projects scale, and 100 mil for startup grants. 100 million for startup grants. So 20 startups will be given 5 million each. That's how you grow the world of NEAR. I am hugely bullish on this in terms of growth, because I think their entire ecosystem is going to grow. They are putting the money to work. They're getting people to come. They've got hackathons, $1 million in prizes. Come build. I'll pay you. Look at this. Hackathon number 3. 1 million in prizes. So far, 1,782 participants. Good to go. People want to be building here. That's a huge number of participants. People are ready to build with NEAR. NEAR are incentivizing at a staggeringly fast rate. I am bullish on this. Always be building. That is all you need to know about crypto during a bear cycle. Always be building. VCs, that many VCs rarely get things wrong. That many rarely get things wrong. Then you factor in they've got $100 million allocated for building. They're having hackathons constantly. You can see the simple numbers of people that are trying to win prizes to start working with Near Protocol. They are incentivizing the developers left, right, and center. That ecosystem is going to be massive. I expect this could do. I might be well underselling it at $30. Might be well underselling it. The biggest thing for me is building. Near is doing that in every possible shape and form. Even with 3 Arrows, heavily invested in them, and everything that happened with 3 Arrows, Near has not really struggled, is not suffered at all. The reason it's not suffered, because everyone else wants to invest in it too. Because it's that damn strong. What do you guys think? How high could it go? Am I underselling it? Could it be $100? Let me know in the comments down below. If you're a returning viewer, subscribe to the channel. We've got a ton of returning viewers every time. And we're down to about 74% of returning viewers have not subscribed. We were at about 80 a few weeks ago. We got that down really well. I want to get that down to 70%. So if you are a returning viewer and you haven't subscribed, just subscribe. It does the channel the world of good. Yeah. And guys, if you want to see the coins I own, go read copymycrypto.com. It is where I share my portfolio, the coins I buy, the coins I sell, and we have beginners tutorials, step by step, as basic as you can get, so that anyone can get in on this space. These are the same videos I would send my friends and family. And guys, I deep dive this market every day. If you don't have the time, the energy, or can't be asked to do the research, guess what? I do it for you. You see why I'm getting into the coins I get into? Takes the work out of it, you can copy along. And when I find the next big gainer, the next 100x coin, I'm not going to do a Udemy course or any nonsense like that. I'm going to go onto the site and tell the members. If you want to find out about the next big coin, get on the site and read it now. And I will see you soon, folks. Bye-bye.